Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you how to install a wireless printer in Windows 10. And so the first thing is to connect the wireless printer to the network and make sure that the wireless printer is able to authenticate with the access point, and you're able to see the printer on the network. You can establish a connection to the printer using the browser. You can get the IP address of the printer and open the browser and enter the IP address. Most printers nowadays run some sort of a small web server for minor network configuration, for minor printer configuration and maintenance. So you want to establish that connection, and that way you know that you have an actual connection with the printer. And so the next step is to download the driver. If Windows doesn't detect the driver during the installation, you might want to head over the driver manufacturer, the printer manufacturer, and download the driver from them. Usually they provide some sort of installation utility, and it will automatically install the printer for you. But if this is not the way that you want to install the printer, you might want to do it through Windows. You can do it through Windows, and we're going to cover that way too. So in order to install the printer through Windows, go ahead and click on the Start menu and then click on Settings. Next, go to Devices and then click on Printers and Scanners. And next click on Add a Printer or Scanner. Right now, Windows is going to detect the printer, but if you don't have, the Windows doesn't find the driver for that printer, it might not detect it. So you might want to click on the on this link right here, the printer that I want is unlisted, and you will come up to this wizard. In this wizard, I'm going to click on the Add a Local Printer or Network Printer manually. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click Next. I'm going to click on Create New Port, and then I'm going to click on this drop-down menu, and I'm going to click on Standard TCP/IP port. Then I'm going to click Next. I'm going to enter the IP address of that printer, which I can get from this step right here. I'm going to enter the IP address. And for the port name, usually Windows will generate the port name. It is some combination of IP address underscore and then a random number, and then I'm going to click Next. And I'm going to wait for Windows to try to establish and detect the printer. If you don't have the driver, if Windows doesn't find the driver, most likely it is not going to detect it and install. So you're going to have to choose from a list. I'm going to pause and I will be right back. Okay, so Windows did not detect the, so the message says the device is not found on the network, so it did not detect it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on this drop-down menu, and I'm going to select the brand of my printer, and I'm going to select Canon Network Printer, since this is a Canon printer that I'm trying to install. So I'm going to select that, and next I'm going to click Next. And I'm going to let it search. Okay, so in the next step, you can find on the left-hand side, you can find the manufacturer of your printer. And then on the right-hand side, you can select the right driver for the printer. However, if your driver isn't listed here, you're going to have to, hopefully you downloaded it from the manufacturer, and you're going to have to click on Have Disk. I'm going to browse the directory in which I have stored the drivers, and I'm going to click on this file, which usually comes with the model number or some sort of combination of the model number and the extension INF. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click Open, and then I'm going to click OK. And as you can see now, the driver was added. So at this point, I'm going to select replace current driver. In this step, yours might look a little bit different. Mine looks like that because I've already installed this driver, so I'm going to click next. And I'm going to name the driver. I'm going to accept the default. I'm going to click next. And I'm going to let it install. And so once the driver finishes the installation, hopefully now it detects your printer. I do not want to share this printer. So this step is to whether or not you want to share the printer on the network. I'm going to click do not, do not share this printer. And I'm going to click next. You want to click a print, you want to click on this print a test page. That way you know for sure that the correct driver was installed. When the correct driver is not installed, you would see it right away on the test page. Usually, the page prints out some gibberish, or instead of a text and letters. So I'm going to click finish. I'm going to skip this step, but I'm going to click finish. And next, as you can see, I have my printers installed. I'm going to set the printer as the default. So I'm going to, by the way, I'm going probably in yours you have this checkbox here, which is which means that you want Windows to manage your default printer. So what you want to do in order to set your default printer is uncheck this box and then click on a particular printer and click manage, and then click on set as default, and that will make that printer your default printer. And so that's it. That's it for this video tutorial. I hope you find it easier now to install a wireless network printer, and thanks for watching.